Absolutely not. There is no way. Wine, the man who sang Pony, a song with that much horsepower, would ever settle for a flimsy McChicken. That man is Big Mac energy through and through.
Grandpa, we haven't even started. And horsepower? Really?
It's called setting the stage, Lily. Setting the stage for a culinary and musical showdown. You think these artists built their legacies on indecision? No, they knew what they wanted, both in the studio and at the drive-thru.
Okay, settle down, you lyrical food critic. For everyone watching, welcome to the great debate. Today, my grandpa and I are tackling one of the most pressing, soul-searching questions of our time.
A question that has kept philosophers up at night, probably. What would the smoothest, most iconic 90s R&B artists order at McDonald's? Are they Team Big Mac, the undisputed heavyweight champion of burgers? Or are they Team McChicken, the crisp, dependable, and some might say more vocally agile choice?
Vocally agile? Grandpa, it's a chicken sandwich.
Everything has a personality, Lily, just like these artists. And trust me, their McDonald's order is a window into their soulful, lyrical souls. The 90s were a golden era for McDonald's, a place of joy, Happy Meal toys, and maybe even some musical inspiration.
I'll give you that. The 90s McDonald's definitely had a vibe. Remember those weird plastic puppets in the Happy Meals? Or the changeables that turned from a Big Mac into a robot? Pure art.
Exactly. And 90s R&B, pure artistry too. Silky smooth vocals, heartbreaking ballads, party anthems. It was a mood. Now let's combine these two titans of culture.
All right, first up on the menu, the queen of hip-hop soul herself, Mary J. Blige. Now, I'm going with McChicken for Mary.
McChicken? For Mary J? Scoffs. Explain yourself, child. This is critical.
Think about it. Real love, Not Gone Cry, Be Without You. These are songs filled with raw emotion, sometimes pain, sometimes vulnerability. She needs comfort food. A McChicken is straightforward, no fuss, just crispy chicken goodness. It's like a warm hug in a bun. It's dependable, just like her fans know she'll always deliver those powerhouse vocals.
A warm hug? Lily Mary J. Blige isn't looking for a warm hug from her sandwich. She's looking for something with substance, something that matches her multifaceted talent. She's the queen. She commands presence. That's a Big Mac. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, on a sesame seed bun. Layers, Lily. Just like her music. Complex, bold, unforgettable. A McChicken is just an opening act. A Big Mac is the headliner.
But sometimes simplicity is powerful, Grandpa. The McChicken isn't trying to be anything it's not. It's honest. Mary J. sings about real-life struggles and triumphs. She doesn't need the extra frills of a Big Mac. She needs that direct, satisfying crunch. Plus, have you ever tried to belt out no more drama after tackling a Big Mac? That's a food coma waiting to happen. McChicken is lighter, keeps you ready for the next note.
Food coma, nonsense, it's fuel for the soul. That special sauce, that's the secret ingredient to her lyrical genius. And the sesame seed bun, each seed a tiny fan cheering her on. You're underestimating the power of the Mac, young lady. Mary J. has layers of soul, layers of pain, layers of triumph. She needs a burger that reflects that depth.
I think the special sauce might just be Thousand Island dressing, Grandpa. And I'm still saying McChicken. It's the soulful choice, the one that says, I know what I like, and I don't need to overdo it. It's classic, just like her.
McChicken for the queen, a culinary tragedy. We'll have to agree to disagree on this one. For now.
Okay, next artist. This one should be interesting because it's a group. Boyz II Men. What's the harmonizing supergroup ordering?
Boyz II Men, Nathan, Anya, Sean, those harmonies, smooth as a McDonald's milkshake. Now this is a group effort. They share everything, a stage, a melody, probably even their fries. So for Boyz II Men, I'm not thinking individual sandwiches. I'm thinking a 20-piece chicken McNuggets.
McNuggets? Interesting, I can see that. Easy to share, everyone gets their piece. Dips for days. Sweet and sour, BBQ, hot mustard, a little something for everyone's taste, just like their different vocal parts.
Precisely, and it's about camaraderie. They're a unit, passing the McNugget box around, harmonizing between bites. Can you picture Anya hitting a high note, then casually dipping a nugget in honey mustard? It fits their whole vibe, smooth, coordinated, and universally loved. Plus, it's efficient. They've got recording sessions, sound checks. McNuggets are quick. You can't be late for Motown, Philly, because you were deconstructing a Big Mac.
That's a fair point. End of the road probably wasn't written on an empty stomach, but it also probably wasn't written while juggling 2 beef patties. I was actually leaning towards McChickens for them, though. Hear me out.
McChickens again. Are you sponsored by the McChicken, Lily?
No, but think about it. 4 guys, 4 McChickens. It's symmetrical, it's classic, it's a staple. Their music has that timeless quality. The McChicken is a timeless McDonald's item. It's not trying to be overly fancy, it's reliable. I'll Make Love to You is a smooth, consistent jam. The McChicken is a smooth, consistent sandwich.
But the sharing aspect, Lily, the unity. McNuggets foster that. 4 individual McChickens. It's like 4 solo careers happening at the same table. McNuggets say, we're in this together. It's the vocal blend, the McDonald's blend.
I see your point with the sharing, but imagine them, back in the 90s, maybe on tour, pulling up to a McDonald's. 4 McChickens, please. It's straightforward. No complicated orders. They're focused on the music, on the harmony. A McChicken each allows for individual satisfaction while still being part of the collective. And let's be real, after a long show, maybe they just want something simple and satisfying.
I'll concede that McNuggets could also lead to debates over the last one, or who gets which dipping sauce. That could disrupt the harmony. Okay, perhaps individual McChickens for efficiency, but they're definitely getting a large fries to share. That's non-negotiable. That's the base note of the meal.
Deal. McChickens and a mountain of shared fries. And maybe an apple pie each for dessert. You know, for the high notes.
All right, switching gears. My turn to pick the artist. Let's talk about a group that defined female empowerment in the 90s. TLC, T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili. What's their McDonald's order?
Ooh, TLC, this is a good one. They were all about being bold, unique, and not taking any nonsense. No scrubs, waterfalls, creep. They had attitude and style.
Exactly. So, for TLC, I'm going bold. They're not just getting one thing. T-Boz with that cool, raspy voice. She's a Big Mac. No question. She's the anchor, the foundation.
Okay, I can see T-Boz with a Big Mac. She had that undeniable presence. What about Left Eye? Her energy was off the charts. So creative and unique.
Left Eye. She's not going for the standard menu. She's customizing. She's getting a McChicken, but she's adding jalapenos if they have them, or at least a ton of pepper. She's making it spicy, making it her own. Maybe she even asks for extra pickles, just to be contrary. She had that rebellious spirit.
Yes, that is so Left Eye. Edgy, a little unexpected. I love it. Okay, so T-Boz is Big Mac. Left Eye is a spicy, customized McChicken. What about Chili, the smooth, sultry one?
Chili. She's the balance. She appreciates the classics, but with a touch of class. I see her with a Filet-O-Fish.
Filet-O-Fish? Grandpa, are you serious? That's a curveball.
Think about it. It's a little different, a little sophisticated in the McDonald's universe. It's a steamed bun, tangy tartar sauce. It's smooth, just like her vocals and her dance moves. It's not trying too hard, but it's got its own distinct flavor. It's the cool in Crazy Sexy Cool. Plus, if T-Boz has the Big Mac and Left Eye has the fiery McChicken, Chili brings that smoother, slightly more understated vibe with the Filet-O-Fish. It completes the trio. They're all different, but they complement each other.
Wow, Grandpa, that's surprisingly insightful. A Big Mac, a custom spicy McChicken, and a Filet-O-Fish. It's like a perfectly balanced meal, representing their distinct personalities. I actually can't argue with that one. That feels right. They weren't about conformity, they were about individuality coming together.
See, I told you. There's a deep psychology to the McDonald's menu. It's not just fast food, it's a reflection of the soul. McDonald's even used R&B and soul music in their advertising to connect with different communities back in the day. There's real history there.
Okay, you're on a roll, but I have one that might stump you, or at least cause some serious debate. R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Musically, in the 90s, undeniably huge. I Believe I Can Fly, Bump and Grind, Ignition, Remix, later on. The man made hits. Now, his personal life, that's a whole other story, a very dark one, and we don't condone any of that. But if we're strictly talking 90s musical persona and McDonald's, this is tough.
Exactly. His music was so over the top, smooth, but also incredibly bold and, let's be honest, sometimes ridiculously grandiose. So what's his order?
For R. Kelly in his 90s prime, Mr. I Believe I Can Fly himself, it has to be something equally ambitious. He wouldn't just get a Big Mac, he'd get a double Big Mac if they had it. Extra everything. Large fries, supersized if possible, and a chocolate milkshake so thick the straw stands up on its own. He was all about excess, about being the biggest, the best, the most everything.
See, I was thinking something different. I was thinking he'd order a McChicken, but then he'd try to convince everyone it was the most gourmet, game-changing chicken sandwich ever created. He'd sing a 5-minute ballad about it. He'd add like truffle oil he brought from home.
So you're saying he's a McChicken with delusions of Big Mac grandeur? That's actually hilarious. And probably accurate. He had that smooth, almost too slick delivery. A McChicken presented as if it's a 5-star meal. Girl, this ain't just any chicken, this is the McChicken of love.
Stop! But you see it, right? The sheer audacity. He'd order the simplest thing and then try to remix it into a masterpiece in his own mind.
I do. He'd probably demand they play his own music in the McDonald's while he ate it. He was known to have a big ego, so a McChicken, but with an entourage of sauces, a side of demands, and a monologue about its hidden depths. That's a pretty solid take, Lily. That's a peak R. Kelly McDonald's run.
It's the theatricality of it all.
You know, this is harder than I thought. So many artists, so many potential orders. What about someone like Usher in his early 90s phase?
Ooh, early Usher. Call me a Mac. Can you get with it? He was young, smooth, a little bit of a pretty boy. I'm going McChicken for early Usher. He hadn't hit that, Big Mac energy yet. He was still cultivating his flavor.
I can agree with that. Early Usher is definitely McChicken, but Confessions era Usher? That's a double quarter pounder with cheese, no debate. He's got secrets, he's got drama, he needs the weight of that burger.
Absolutely. Or what about Aaliyah? So cool, so stylish, ahead of her time.
Aaliyah, 1 in a million. She was unique. I don't see her with a standard burger. Maybe she gets a Happy Meal just for the toy and the aesthetic, then shares some fries. She was playful, but also sophisticated.
I like that. Or maybe she just gets a McFlurry. Cool, sweet, and a little bit mysterious.
This is the beauty of it, Lily. The interpretations are endless. It's like good music. Everyone hears something a little different, and everyone has their go-to McDonald's order. Back in the 90s, visiting McDonald's was an event for many families. Knock-ons.
It really was. The play places, the themed cups, the excitement of a Happy Meal. It's funny how food and music can bring back so many memories.
Well, I think we've established that 90s R&B artists had some complex culinary needs, and that maybe, just maybe, their McDonald's orders could tell us a surprising amount about their musical souls. Or maybe we just really like talking about burgers and old-school jams.
Probably a bit of both. So, what do you all think? Would Bobby Brown order a Big Mac out of sheer bravado? Or a McChicken because deep down it's his tenderoni? Would Mariah Carey, with those whistle notes, opt for something light like a salad or go full diva with a quarter pounder with cheese?
Let us know your theories in the comments below. Which 90s R&B artist had which McDonald's order and why? We want to hear your most soulful and your most hilarious pairings.
And if you enjoyed this chat about fast food and fly tunes, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more important debates, and share it with a friend who understands the deep connection between a good beat and a good burger.
Until next time, keep it smooth, keep it soulful, and maybe, just maybe, think twice before you judge someone by their McChicken order. It might just be the key to their R&B greatness.
Thanks for watching.
Peace, love, and special sauce.